Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the video game Stardew Valley. And I found this game a little bit before Christmas. I was perusing all the games included with the Xbox Game Pass. And this one popped up. The achievements sounded easy, if not a bit of a grind. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I gotta say, if you liked Farmville back in the day, you'll probably like Stardew Valley. It has farming, it has relationships, and it has a good storyline. Now, granted, the developer has said they're probably not going to put out a lot of new updates or, improve, not necessarily improve the game, but, expansions or anything like that. I think the last expansion might have been the Ginger Island, but that's already included in the game. The developer is coming out with a new game called Haunted Chocolatier, which is going to have a lot of the same gameplay as Stardew Valley, but different. So, when you start looking for help with the wiki, to see, certain things for, the achievements, what players like, there is a whole subculture with this game. And there are TikToks, there are comedy sketches on YouTube. I mean, you look up Stardew Valley, you will go down a rabbit hole and there's far more than walkthroughs and help. Wow. So, that is kind of why I have my witch's hat on. The first thing I did learn in the game, you get at the fall festival, if you find the golden pumpkin, you then have this golden pumpkin, and it's not really worth anything unless you want to give it as a gift to other players to increase your friendship, which you have to increase friendship. In order to even make the witch's hat, you have to be a 3-heart friendship with Emily so that you're allowed to use her sewing machine. And then you take the golden pumpkin and a bolt of cloth and you get a witch's hat, which is fun. So, of course, I had to get the witch's hat. And I'm telling you, if you get certain heart levels with certain characters, you can then, if you get a bouquet from the general store, they're your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you can marry the character. If you get I think it's the mermaid necklace from the sketchy guy at the beach. So I did get married in the game to the character Alex. He seems a little full of himself, but then, he's not a bad guy, and he's a little romantic occasionally. But yeah, I got sucked in. It is a huge time suck. I mean, the hours just disappear when you start playing. So, here's some of the game mechanics. Okay, so here I woke up. I always like to start the day with giving some love to my family. And I did start that when I was still going for the achievement to be, I think, most beloved farmer, where you have to get 8 stars with at least 10 people. And it's obviously very easy. You have 14 with your spouse, and it's easy to just, give your kids a little love every day. One of the achievements was to get married and have 2 kids. I obviously got that one. I like to start out every day. I check my mail if I have any. And then I like to go to my coop and give love to the animals that live in the coop. And then I usually go in the coop and get whatever items have been produced. And then I go to the barn and do the same thing with those animals. And with exception to my pig and my children, all my animals are named after supernatural characters. My pig's name is Bacon, don't judge. And my children are named after my cats. So, I mean, you do get a little leeway and some fun with naming your animals on the farm. I then like to go to my greenhouse, which that's a good tip. Regardless of which path you take, the JoJo Mart or the community center, get that greenhouse as soon as you can, because then you can have the crops year-round and not just based on season, which comes in very handy for the achievement to ship 300 of one crop. I finally reached that with the corn because that just continues to grow and produce corn. There's my cat Winchester. And I learned too late, when you reach, I think it's 3 hearts with Demetrius, you either get a mushroom cave or a fruit bat cave. I went the mushroom route, and I could have gotten some of the shipping of the fruit earlier had I gone with the fruit bat, because you can find the mushrooms everywhere, like in the wild. You just stumble upon them. Whereas the fruit, you have to have the trees in order to get that fruit. So it makes it a little harder, and had I known that, I probably would have gone the fruit bat cave route instead of the mushroom cave. One of the things that a little tip I guess I would suggest is upgrade your backpack to the maximum as fast as you can, because when you start you only get the first row is all you get with the smallest backpack, and then there's 2 upgrades. So upgrade your backpack as soon as you can, because if you're in the mines, the backpack fills up really fast, especially with all your tools and any food that you're gonna take that will help with your health and your energy. So here you see I'm gonna talk to Emily. I was trying to do the achievement here. I'm still trying to make all the food. I think it's Master Chef or something like that. And one of the recipes you get with Emily's 7 heart event. And I was trying to figure out if I needed to do more work, because I still needed that recipe. So you'll see me looking for what recipes I need. I know one of those question marky ones was an Emily recipe. So I'm going to give her a bolt of cloth, and hopefully, that will trigger the actual 7 heart event, which will give me that recipe. Here I'm checking the help wanted board because one of the achievements is to do 40 quests. I think I did the 20, and there's no running count, so I have no idea how many I have left to do. Here I'm talking to George because another one of my missing recipes is the 7 heart event for George. So I'm trying to, schmooze him to get that recipe as well. And then, I can't be rude to Evelyn, so I gotta say hi while I'm there. Don't want any of my hearts to, drop too low. I've worked really hard to be the most beloved farmer. So here I'm on my way to the forge. I want to process, I think I have a treasure trove, and you'll see in a second, he is not there on Fridays. He goes to the community center, and I forget that every single Friday I want to process a geode or anything like that. Another tip in the community center, get the mine carts as fast as you can, because that really helps just getting around a lot faster. And here I'm in the mine. This is kind of like the little fighting aspect. I'm looking for iridium because I still need that for a lot of things. Let's get my sword out. So again, here's where I'm saying when you're in the mines, the bigger backpack really, really, really helps, because you get so much more. And I'm still, when your health runs out, you pass out, and they find you and you lose things in your backpack. It's so frustrating, because sometimes I don't realize how low my health is, and then I lose things, and it drives me crazy. And I like to end my day in the valley by chatting with my husband before I go to bed. And then at the end of each night, it tallies up your money. And there is a secret achievement for earning maybe 100 million? I don't remember. I got the regular money achievements. The hardest thing for me in this game is the fishing.
and you have to wait for the fish to bite. Now, granted, I don't have a lure or any bait on my hook right now. I was just doing this to show the fishing and to try and up my fishing skill. You get the hit, and then this doesn't show how hard it is, but you have to keep the fish within that moving bar. And some of the fish are very, very difficult. So that's the hardest part of this game for me.
So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this quick little playthrough of Stardew Valley. Maybe it's something that's up your alley. Again, it's a nice relaxing game. If you're looking for easy achievements, the achievements are easy, like I said, if not a little time consuming and of a grind, especially when you're shipping 15 of each of the seeds. But it's a cute game, and it's kind of fun. So if you give it a try, drop a comment below, because I have not tried the co-op yet. Everything I've done is single player. I'm a little curious about the co-op. I'm just not quite sure if I go into co-op, you just join players, or if, you have to have a group, or, something like that. I'm really not sure. But as always, please give a like and subscribe. If there's any other games that you want to see me play or hear me review, again, drop a comment. And until next time.